Yo guys, sorry, today we are back playing some more Triangle Strategy. On the last time, we finished Chapter 13, Part 1 of Our Time Has Come, as we made a decision. The decision reached was not the one that I wanted to make, but it was the one that the majority made. And just to address that a little bit, there was a part of the decision-making process that I didn't really factor in, and I haven't factored in for a while, and that is being able to go outside and explore the nearby town for information as well as free items and stuff, and I have not been doing that. I think the reason that I haven't been doing that is I remember doing it the first time, but then I think the second decision that we made, I wasn't able to actually leave. I remember trying to and then being told that oh no, you can't leave. And I think since then I just kind of assumed that I'd never be able to leave once I start inside the decision making room. And it's a mixture of being my fault for never checking again and a little bit on the games for not really reminding me that I have the option to go out onto the town, get some information to potentially sway people's minds. So, you absolutely can make any of those decisions. It's harder to make some than others, but you absolutely can. So we are going with the decision that has been made for us in the game based on the result of my actions. And that's just how it is, because that is how the system works. We get one vote, and we have the ability to try and sway other people, but that does not mean that we actually do sway other people. So we are, we've committed to the choice that we're making, and if that affects the storyline and the ending and things from here on out, it is what it is. But let's go ahead and get you caught up if you don't know what's happening, and see the sort of recap that the game has for us. This is just part 2 in a chapter, so I don't think there's going to be any new mock battle or anything, but I will still probably check at some point. Maybe see if I have money to buy some more recovery stuff.
And begin planning Glenbrook's recapture. But with the Norzelia River and the Esfrosti armies in their way, retaking the capital will be no easy feat.
Yeah, so we're gonna flood them out.
Plan to break the dam, flood the capital, and use the ensuing chaos to take Whitehome Castle.
Yep.
Sarah, Noah, and the others know that the city will not escape unscathed, but are left with no recourse if they wish to defeat the enemy in one fell swoop.
Yeah, I'm definitely worried about the aftermath of this decision, but there's really not much we can do about it now. So we just have to hope that we can sort of mitigate whatever damages we do to the city and to the people and to the people's opinion of us and all that sort of stuff. We'll just have to see what we can do in the aftermath, but we have to get to the aftermath before we can deal with it.
Hyzant's great army marches forth for the first time since the Salt Iron War.
All right, and that's where we are now. Chapter 13, Part 2, Waves of Change. Okay. So I assume there's going to be some story stuff, some scenes leading up to this. Ooh.
Lady Destra, we finally have the upper hand. The path we tread was not an easy one, but Lord Serenoa persevered and has become a fine leader because of it. Once we reclaim the capital and restore the kingdom to its former glory, we may finally see peace.
Potentially.
My job will soon be over. Please, pray for Wolford's success.
Hey, Benedict, what's up?
What is it, my lord?
I've been searching for you. The soldiers are calling.
About the provisions, I presume. I shall take my leave.
Oh.
This is my mother's grave.
I see.
Did we ever find out exactly what happened to his mother? I don't remember.
Her unworthy son.
Ooh.
He is a cool-headed man, but undoubtedly more than just that.
But of course.
Frederica, would you visit my mother's grave with me?
Are you certain?
Of course.
Then I would love to.
That's nice. That's nice. Oh, you know what? I also think we have more notes to read that I got before, and I don't think I've made my way through. I should probably check up on that. Yeah, we have some of that sort of stuff. We have some side stuff. Let's see if I can see any, like, new notes. Oh, there we go. The Rosan Uprising was new. Okay. So, the source is said to be holy ground in Hyzan and a place where the Roselle atone for the sins of their ancestors. It is also the origin of the realm Salt, but its limited access makes it nearly impossible for anyone to see what truly goes on inside. However, during the midst of the Salt Iron War, the Roselle rebelled against Holy State and escaped, leaving behind a scar upon the goddess's statue, or so the story goes. Hyzan has never made an official statement regarding the incident. Even so, investigations have shown that a group of Roselle were spotted near the Citadel of the Sands in the Wolfort domain at that time. It is also an open secret that a Rosellan village stands deep within the current Wolfort domain. Around the same time, Lady Orlea was also welcomed to Ironstone as a concubine of the previous Archduke, Zygmunt. The Archduke never revealed Lady Orlea's origins, much to the disappointment of the chief vassals, but the occurrence of these incidents is much too great a coincidence to ignore. But those are problems of the past. What is important is the fact that the Roselle at the source possess the power to shake Hyzan. If we were able to harness that power, our nation would be in a most favorable position. Okay. Alright, the Saintly Seven. Saintly Seven, headed by the Hierophant, are the leaders of Hyzan. They are responsible for aiding the Hierophant, Oracle of the Goddess, and guiding the Holy State's faithful. In addition, each saint is responsible for an important division and acts as minister in other nations. However, all are equal in the eyes of the Goddess, including the Saintly Seven. It is therefore strictly forbidden for anyone to pursue their own personal interests. The saints who serve the Hierophant are as follows. So, their source and Minister Salt, overseer of the source. He, is no longer with us because he, unfortunately, pursued his own personal interest and paid dearly for it. So that is now Minister Serenoa. We got XR Marshal, who's Minister of Arms, Master of Military Matters. Camsel Ferron is Minister of Domestic Affairs, Protector of Public Order. We got Edor Delmiro, Minister of Religion. Lila Viscraft, Minister of Medicine. And Tenebris Mistel, Vice Minister of Religion, Keeper of the Goddess's History. Interesting. The Saintly Seven, headed by the Hierophant. Right, that was literally just the thing I read. I thought there was a third page for some reason. Silly. Any other notes? Here we go. Norzelia River Ships. I'm just going to read all of them at once because I'm going to forget about these notes if I don't do them now. The Norzelia River, which runs through the three nations, is an integral part of the realm's trade and military affairs. In the kingdom of Glenbrook, built upon the riverbank, boats are popular mode of transportation, and cargo ships are a frequent sight. The holy state of Hyzan also has many large shipping vessels for the prospering salt trade. While it is possible to go upstream with paddles and sails, it is not uncommon to see people or horses towing a boat from the shore in the rapids. In Esfrost, ships are necessary not only for cargo, but their military as well. Their warships are clad in iron armor and are skilled at navigating even the river rapids. Their naval fleet and black irons strike fear into the hearts of any who dare stand against them. Alright. We'll see if those warships come into play in any sort of, battle in the future. It's possible, but, also might not. Because I know, destroying one of their warships was one of the choices that we had, but that's not what we're doing. So we have the state of the Grand Norzellian Mines. The Grand Norzellian Mines were meant to be a symbol of peace between the three nations of the realm. Didn't quite happen that way. A grand ceremony was held to commemorate the occasion, and everyone anticipated a new era of peace coming to the land. However, the people's expectations were betrayed when Esfrost invaded Glenbrook. Though the Grand Duchy claims that the Kingdom of Glenbrook attempted to take the mines for themselves, the mines are currently occupied by Esfrost, and the truth remains in the dark. I risk my very life to ascertain the current state of the mines for myself. The Grand Norzellian mines are kept under strict watch by the Esfrosti army, making it difficult to even approach. I ventured as close as I possibly could and confirmed that the mines are indeed under operation. Numerous large carts come and go from the mines to take the mountain path toward the Grand Duchy. The carts are all covered, but I surmise they are filled with excavated iron. I try to get closer, but was unfortunately seen by Frosty soldiers who loosed arrows at me without warning. Thankfully, I managed to escape with merely a scratch and quickly withdrew, fearing for my life. In the end, I could not discern the truth of what was happening at the Grand Norzellian mines, but I can confirm that the mines are in operation and an odd air of tension blankets the place. But what does this mean? I don't know. I wonder if that will come into play in the future or not. Who's to say? Alright, let's do this side story. Let's see what's happening. This looks like Whiteholm Castle. I didn't read the description. Might have something to do with Cordelia, or could just be Dusseldorf and company up to no good. Who knows?
General, it appears an army of Byzantine soldiers has arrived at Castle Wolfort.
Ooh.
No doubt they've come to take Whiteholm from us. whatever will we do? It looks like they didn't take kindly to Brother's schemes.
No, they did not.
Avlora, dispatch an army at once.
There is no need. It is best we await them here. No matter how great an army they possess, they will not fell this stronghold easily. All we need to do is buy time. Once they realize what the Archduke is planning, they will tremble in fear.
That will put Esfrost in the same position as it was during the Salt Iron War, which, need I remind you, we lost.
Fair point.
Things are different than they were 30 years ago. They have no just cause for their actions.
Right.
You understand, don't you, Your Majesty?
I do. I am the Queen of Glenbrook now. An attack on the capital constitutes treason toward the crown and their kingdom.
The people will not support someone without a cause. Without their backing, Wolfort cannot hope to win.
I refuse to acknowledge that pitiful little puppet as queen.
As do I. She disgusts me.
Well, you discussed me.
Personal emotions have no place on the battlefield. I cannot entrust anything to such fools, and the Archduke shall know of it.
Yeah, Avlora is absolutely the best, like, S-Frosty character. Not kind of like Frederica, who, like, came from there, or, like, anybody else. This is, like, Avlora is 100%, like, so good, and so much better than, like, anybody else that has come from S-Frost. I guess Dragan was pretty cool, but, you know, it's been a while since we've heard from him, so, you know.
The nerve of that woman.
Anything else? Ah, here we go.
House Wolfert begins.
So they said Hyzant, but like they're like assuming it's just like, oh, we have to fight House Wolfort, but like the messenger was like Hyzant has an army. They said nothing about Wolfort, so that's a weird thing that kind of happened there. Sure, let's go ahead and just see what this is about. I'll probably check out the encampment after this just to see if there's anything new available, either to purchase or mock battle or whatever.
Minister Serenoa, Minister Camsell and I have brought as many soldiers as we could.
Thank you for bringing reinforcements.
It was you who moved them. There has not been an army this great in Hyzant for 30 years. The Salt Iron War also brought friends and foes together like this. We may have won then, but we had best not get cocky.
Of course. Which is why we have a strategy to ensure our victory.
Oh, yes, now we get to tell them our strategy.
Minister Exham gave me a brief overview of the plan. Coordination will be the key to our success.
Indeed. Let us go over the plan in detail.
Okay.
Another war as big as the last. Just how great will the damage be this time?
More than we want, unfortunately. That's how war goes. Which is very sad.
Let us reconfirm our strategy. Benedict, if you would.
Our target, Whiteholm Castle, was built upon a sandbar in the Norzelia River. The city, sprawled upon the riverbank, is connected to the castle by a single bridge. The river and town are the greatest obstacles to invading armies.
I am well aware. I could not believe my ears when I heard of Esfrost's invasion.
They used the new mining venture to take us by surprise.
Yep.
However, the Esfrosti army has solidified its defenses. They will likely spread their forces in front of the bridge.
It is the only path of entry. Geographically speaking, it would be impenetrable.
But we shall use that geography to our advantage. The surrounding river was originally prone to floods. But the kings of old spent years improving the river and created a dam upstream to control its water levels. We plan to explode that dam using your Elfric.
And create a deluge to cleanse the city of Esfrosti soldiers.
Yep.
Indeed. It is a plan they can neither predict nor defend against. Their entire army will be swept away.
The people will not let you get away with that.
Oh, I know. We tried to tell Benedict that, but he didn't care.
Residence along the riverside for nobles and wealthy merchants. However, it is now occupied by Esfrosti aristocrats and officers.
Ah, okay, so they're just like rich as frosty people, so we don't need to care anymore.
That should mitigate Glenbrook's casualties.
But there will doubtlessly be deaths. Not to mention the lake is the kingdom's source of water, or so I hear. The price of victory will be the people's deep-seated hatred.
Yep, I know. I tried to tell them that, but they didn't care.
I know, but I'm willing to assume any grudge they would bear.
Your resolve has been duly noted. I shall lend you my strength. On your signal, we shall enter the city and evacuate as many citizens as we can.
You are a kind man, Minister Camso. But this would incur quite a debt of gratitude. Allow me to lend a hand as well.
Thank you.
Milo, the blast crystal is capable of destroying the dam, yes?
Of course.
Undoubtedly.
Imagine if, like, after all this time, it's just like, actually the crystal can't do that, so... That'd be funny.
Excellent. Then our strategy is settled.
First, you two must put pressure on the capital. I wish for you to draw the attention of the Esfrosti army. We shall head to Telior and set the blast crystal.
It will explode tomorrow at daybreak.
Very well. May the fortunes of war favor us.
Alright. Cool stuff. So now we have a general overview of the plan. We can get ready to execute said plan.
Hyzant and Wolford begin to put their strategies into action.
We've got him surrounded.
To draw the eye of the Esfrosti forces, the Hyzantian army encircles the crown city of Glenbrook. Meanwhile, Serenoa and the others quietly make their way up the Norzelia River toward Telior, Elfric in tow.
Yeah, that's where we're going.
Aware of the risks, they hope exploding the dam will flood the city below and rid it of the Esfrosti forces within.
Okay, so we're not quite at combat yet. I am just going to take a quick tour to the encampment, see if there is a mock battle, see if there are any new things to purchase. I think because it's part 2 of a chapter and not a new chapter, I don't think there's anything new. And I was correct in that assumption. Let me just double check that I don't have anything to upgrade. I do not. So I think that I must have done some shopping since the last time that I did any sort of fighting. No more notes. Alright, so that was... I kind of expected there not to be anything, but I still wanted to check because I would rather check and there not be nothing than there be something and then I didn't check and I, you know, lose out on it or something. You never know. So let's go ahead and check out the streets. I guess we're just sort of getting a lay of the land. We're probably going to have some sort of fight here. So we should... Well, no, this is similar to where we had a fight before against Silvio. But maybe not.
As Huet reported, there are Esfrosti soldiers here, but not many.
Of course. The lake is a precious water reservoir for the kingdom.
Indeed, which is why House Telior sealed themselves up here.
So now we wait until nightfall to set the blast crystal.
Before that, there are 2 things we must do. The first is to find a place for it.
Hmm.
And the second is to disable the street lamps.
Oh?
You mean those posts?
Why?
At night, the lamps draw on the power of rocks called lumistone to glow. We must remove them.
Then we'll split up into 2 teams. Benedict and Milo, I leave the lake to you.
Is there any reason that we have to do that? I guess that way we can do that without being seen.
I shall take care of the street lamps.
Okay.
Very well. Anna, Lord Serenoa's disguise.
It is ready.
Ooh, do I get to dress up as a soldier?
Capable of such a thing. He is a curious man, isn't he?
I am indeed.
No, he isn't.
She's like, back away from my man. Alright. I must disable the street lamps before night falls. Yo. You cannot be seen. Your efforts will have been for naught if the post repaired before operation even begins. Do I get any different profile? No, I look the same. Imagine I get like a disguised profile picture. That'd be so cool. I just said I'll make sure no one is in the area before moving the Lumistone. Oh, look at my disguise. I'm amazing. The lamps in this here town were made to protect Helio Reservoir. It's where the whole kingdom gets its water. Now, I don't mean to brag, but I was entrusted with looking after these street lamps by the previous Lord himself. The Lumstones that give them their shine and lose their glow after one night, so it's my job to replace them every morning. So it was right to meet them late. Keeps on wanting guests another decent drawing too close to the lake. Thanks to you, the people here can rest easy at night. You have my respect. Every morning is credible. Sure. I don't really know what response is going to, like, get us to have our way. I'm happy to have it. See a lot of folks out at night going for a stroll or sharing a drink in the lamplight. There ain't no better place for a drink, I'll tell you that. Telier's got the best wine in the realm. Open up a bottle, and it'll be morning before you know it. I wonder if we can get our hands on some of that poisoned wine that Silvio had before that would knock this guy out. But ever since Frost arrived, I haven't seen so many people out at night. It's a damn shame. Pains me to have to destroy something this man has taken care of for years. But I must if we are to reclaim the capital. Okay, let's look inside this house, see what we can find. Nope, I did not mean to go right out. I was just kind of spamming A to see if I could find any like sparkles on the ground or things to interact with, like that. Kitty! Okay, I don't see anything else of interest, so we can leave now. There's a sparkly up there. You have anything? I had a fight with my mom, so I can't go home. Do you think she'll forgive me if I say I'm sorry for my pranks? Probably. What you got? I know I shouldn't complain, let alone to a merchant like you, but I just need someone to listen. Gustave controls the capital, and Lord Sylvia is gone, leaving us no choice but to obey Frost. But is it really right for us to just bow our heads to our invaders? They even slayed our king. What is right depends on the time and place. One soldier can only achieve so much. What Frost did was wrong, the little soldier owes him no obedience. I don't know, don't worry about it. I wish I could be so carefree. But you have a point, I should let things take the course for now. Thank you for listening to this poor soldier's woes, I feel much better now. Be careful not to expose your true self, obviously. I would never. What is in this house? Oh, you're the one that had a fight with your son. I scolded my son for his pranks this morning and he ran out of the house. I wonder where he went. Maybe I said too much. Streets are different now that Frost is in charge. I just hope he's okay. If you see a little boy all by himself, would you let me know? What did you say? You saw a little boy over there? That must be him. I have to go. No, please stay here and I'll bring him to you. I'm sorry, Mom. I didn't mean to make you sad. Sorry, my boy. I'm sorry for yelling. It seems like they made up. I should be able to disable the street lamp without trouble now. Yeah, because there's no people in the way. I guess the child would have been in the way and would have, like, seen us. Interesting. Okay. We can leave. Guess we'll talk to some people over here. Like, it's as beautiful as ever. Oh, I thought I saw a sparkle over here. I think it was just sparkles coming from the lake. Anything in this house? Quality fiber. Nice, nice. I don't see anything else that I can get. I guess I should look. Is there anything, like, hiding around this house? Maybe in the back? No, imagine. Would have made sense. Can I talk to you? Traveling merchant of some sort? Well, no funny business, or else we'll have to rescue on the spot. No funny business, not for me. Wait, there's sparkles on the roof. Can I get up there? Yay! Give me 1,000. 1,000 monies. Thank you. Oh. Alright, more soldiers. I guess I'll talk to them just because you never know. Don't get too close to the lake. I wouldn't dream of it. Sorry, merchant, no entry. I just want the sparkles. extra large HP recovery pellet. That's good. Game's on the other side of the watchtower. We have to sneak onto the cover of darkness suspected. Should anything go wrong, Anna will be with Lady Frederica, so you need to worry about her. Alright, anything in this house here? Are there any other steps that I need to take? A cure-all pellet. That's nice. I feel like I've interacted with everything that I can. I'm a little worried that if I don't do all the right steps that I get a game over like the other time that happened. But I can't really see me needing to do anything else unless there's something I can do about this guy, but I just don't think so. No secret, I'm getting on years past time to retire. Let someone else tend the street lights for once. I don't really see what else I can do. I guess I conclude... Is there anything else for you here? Breaking down our neck, breathing down our necks. Makes me miss the old days of Lord Silvio's rules. I heard the salt tax got lighter in the Crown City, still can't help but worry. I don't know. Can I look at the lamps? Now's my chance to disable the street lamp. Oh, right. I can just do that now. Okay, okay. Done. Without the Loomstone, this area will be bathed in darkness. Okay, okay. Then can I just do this one up here? Now's my chance to disable the street lamp. Yeah. It's just those two, I'm pretty sure. Done. Without the Loomstone, this area will be bathed in darkness. Nice. Alright, so I think we're good then. We disabled it. We didn't really do anything about this guy, but yeah, I don't know. I guess we should be fine. My job here is done. I pray that our plan is a success. Let's see.
Constable Sycrus reporting for duty. S-Frost has sent me to help patrol the area.
Welcome, Constable. If you don't mind my asking, what brings an officer to this lake?
It's a little crazy.
For sure. I'm merely obeying orders.
Interesting.
There are more guards than before.
That doesn't mean they are keen to our plan. Stick to the strategy.
Okay. You're the boss. Okay, so next up is going to be combat in the streets. Alright, so I guess we're gonna have to beat the army before we can do our plan. I thought the plan would happen and then there'd be some aftermath battle that we'd have to do. But I think it's gonna be the other way around. So that'll be fun, but we are going to do that on the next time. So that we now have all the setup ready to enact our plan, and we will go forward with that on the next time. So hopefully you're all excited for that. So let me know, but I'll see you on the next time. So till then, peace out.